Today, I am reviewing the Yamaha RX-V6A 7.2 channel AV receiver. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. Physically, the RX-V6A stands out from typical boxy receivers. The design is cleaner and more contemporary, with a large central volume dial and minimal front panel clutter. It feels like Yamaha deliberately moved away from the traditional button-heavy look. Build quality is solid and reassuringly substantial. It does not feel lightweight or hollow. Ventilation is well managed, and under extended use it runs warm but controlled, assuming proper airflow is provided. The real strength of the RX-V6A begins with its HDMI implementation. With HDMI 2.1 support, HDCP 2.3, eARC, and compatibility with 4K at 120Hz and 8K at 60Hz on supported inputs, this receiver is clearly designed for next-generation gaming consoles and high-resolution video sources. In practical use with a 4K 120Hz gaming console, signal pass-through is stable and sharp. There is no noticeable degradation in image quality, and HDR formats such as Dolby Vision and hybrid log gamma pass cleanly to compatible displays. For anyone building a system around modern gaming or high-end streaming devices, this future-ready connectivity is not just a luxury, but a necessity. Audio performance is where the RX-V6A earns its reputation. As a 7.2 channel receiver, it allows for traditional 7.1 setups or 5.1.2 configurations with height channels for Dolby Atmos. When configured with proper speakers, the sense of immersion is dramatic. Dolby Atmos soundtracks expand vertically and horizontally, creating a dome-like sound field rather than a flat wall of audio. Effects such as rain, aircraft flyovers, and ambient environmental sounds feel convincingly positioned in three-dimensional space. DTS X content delivers similarly dynamic placement and movement. Even without physical height speakers, the Dolby Atmos height virtualization mode adds noticeable spatial expansion. While virtual processing cannot fully replicate dedicated ceiling speakers, it broadens the perceived soundstage and adds depth to front channel content. For users who cannot install overhead speakers, this feature is a meaningful compromise rather than a gimmick. Yamaha's YPAO R.S.C room calibration system is another highlight. The multi-point measurement capability allows the receiver to analyze room acoustics from several seating positions. In practice, it does a commendable job of balancing speaker levels, setting crossover points, and managing reflections. After calibration, dialogue clarity improves and bass integration becomes tighter. While manual tweaking can still refine results further for enthusiasts, YPAO provides a strong starting foundation. Music playback is equally impressive. Through Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, and MusicCast, the RX-V6A integrates seamlessly into modern streaming ecosystems. Streaming high-quality audio from services like Tidal or Amazon Music HD maintains clarity and channel separation. Stereo playback is clean and controlled, with a neutral tonal balance that avoids excessive brightness or artificial warmth. In pure direct mode, the amplifier section demonstrates composure and detail that goes beyond entry-level receivers. MusicCast multi-room capability adds flexibility. You can distribute audio to other compatible Yamaha devices throughout the home, maintaining synchronized playback. For households that want both serious home theater performance and whole home audio, this integration is extremely practical. Voice control compatibility with Alexa, Google Assistant, and Siri via AirPlay 2 enhances convenience. Volume adjustments, input switching, and playback control can be handled hands-free. While not everyone will rely heavily on voice commands, the implementation works reliably when configured correctly. Power delivery is confident in medium to moderately large rooms. The amplifier section has enough headroom to drive typical home theater speaker packages without strain. At higher volumes during action-heavy scenes, the sound remains composed rather than collapsing into distortion. Bass impact depends heavily on the connected subwoofers, but the dual subwoofer outputs allow smoother low-frequency distribution across the room. There are some considerations to keep in mind. HDMI 2.1 implementation in receivers has historically required firmware updates for full compatibility, so ensuring the unit runs the latest firmware is important. The interface, while functional, may take some time to navigate for first-time users due to the depth of customization options. Additionally, this is not a compact device and proper cabinet space is required.